Oh, the Disability Diaries, just into the 7th week now, and I've just been to the orthopaedic clinic and they've pulled the angle of my foot up a little bit. I was really quite nervous about it. I felt round here and it felt as though it was healing up okay. It's very thick skin under here where it had been building up for 4 or 5 weeks since this plaster was on. Anyway, the guy tells me, the orthopedic surgeon says, I should be able to put some weight on this now, which will be absolutely wonderful. So I'm going to get rid of my wheelchair, hopefully in another 4 or 5 weeks. Remains to be seen. I'll see how it goes. Anyway, shout out for the British Palawan Trust. Now, I determined I'm going to raise some money for these people, and just want to say a little bit about the British Palawan Trust. And that's a website, britishpalawantrust.org.uk. This is a charity that's supported from British doctors. It was originally set up by British doctors, although lots of other people have been involved. This is Dr. Jose Antonio Socrates. I had the privilege of meeting him once when he visited England after having set the charity up. He was originally trained in the Philippines and South Africa, but instead of going to America like lots of the other Filipino doctors he knew to make as much money as possible, he decided to get trained and go back to his own country of Palawan in the Philippines, where people are dirt poor, and where, you know, if like this little lad, you lose your leg in an accident, the simple things like prosthetics or wheelchairs may be actually quite hard to come by. So what they really do is sort of low tech sort of stuff, including sort of using bamboo and stuff to make casts and things. Anyway, there's various ways to give. What I decided I was going to do was I went up to London to give a talk. Well, the fee that I gave me, the fee I was paid for that talk, I'm going to write a cheque and send it off today. I just had to read a little bit from the British Palawan Trust newsletter, and it's just to encourage folks. I'm not going to, I'll get unduly emotional about this or whatever, but so those of you out there who sort of are appreciative of being in good health, and in particular I'm talking to people who, like myself, have had an injury and recovered from it. I just want to read a little bit. This is a newsletter I've just received from the British Palawan Trust. It's addressed to me. I won't show my full address, although people can easily find it if they want to. Dear Lord Hayes, a disabled worker of the British Palawan Trust, BPT's unit in Palawan. Raymond, the eldest son of 9 children, was born in 1978 in the remote island of Balabac in southern Palawan. His father was a slash-and-burn farmer. When Raymond was 13, his father fell ill with a mysterious illness. He got worse, deteriorated into an apparent mental breakdown. Local doctors were baffled. The family couldn't afford to seek further medical care. They turned to local faith healers who believed he had been cursed by wicked spirits, but none of their cures worked. Raymond stopped schooling at grade 6 and became the family's main breadwinner. His mother helped by washing other people's clothes, and the older sisters worked as servants. When Raymond was 18, another tragedy struck. He was pinned down by a giant balete, a fig tree, as he was clearing a field. The journey to the main hospital in Puerto Princesa, that's the capital of Palawan, big island in the Philippines, and then another 6 months, a 5-hour boat ride, 6 hours travel over land. By the time he got there, his right leg had to be amputated high above the knee. The family was devastated. Not only did they face a future without their main breadwinner, but they had also spent a lot of money for travelling and hospital expenses for Raymond. The shock of losing much of his right leg, the prospect of being disabled and unable to work and becoming an added burden to his already struggling family, was too much to bear. Raymond contemplated suicide, but with the British Palawan Trust's help, his medical needs were met and he was fitted with his first artificial leg. The prosthetic workshop technician, there's that chap here in question, the prosthetic technician faced quite a challenge because the stump was so high above his knee. While he was waiting for the artificial leg to be completed, he asked for something to do, wanted to be useful, and the trust wanted to get his mind off of these darkening thoughts. So we decided to let him assist our carpenter, who was making bookshelves. Beyond this, Before this, Raymond had never handled any carpentry tools in his life. He was asked to sand pieces of wood to start with. Turned out to be the start of a new career. Now, 20 years later, Raymond is a very skilled carpenter, a regular staff member of the British Palawan Trust's unit in Palawan, held by high regard by everyone on the team. He has produced beautiful tables and shelves for the clinic. Even more satisfying for Raymond is making special chairs and standing frames for disabled children. Together with the British Palawan Trust's physical therapists, he designed a special chair on wheels for very disabled children. The staff have christened it Raymond's chair. He's trained as a wheelchair technician in Manila at a place called the House Without Stairs, producing wheelchairs and other aids for the disabled, all staffed by persons in wheelchairs. The result of this training can be seen in the various wheelchair adaptation projects he has been involved in by and for disabled people. His road to rehabilitation has been an inspiring one. He may walk with a limp, but otherwise one has to look closely to notice he has a disability. Being a disabled person himself has made Raymond more acutely aware of other disabled people's needs. His father has long passed away. His other siblings now have families of their own. Raymond is married, has a 7-year-old daughter who is in grade 1. He dreams that his daughter will get the education that was denied him. The many skills he has acquired take a lifetime to achieve. Raymond's skills are very precious, and his presence on the British Palawan Trust's team is truly valuable. Anyway, that's a charity I'm supporting, and I haven't been able to get it to, I've asked them about setting up a Just Giving page, but they haven't set up a Just Giving page yet. That may happen, but there are a number of ways that you can give to the British Palawan Trust, and I am appealing to friends and subscribers of all faiths and none to think about that time when maybe you had an injury and you recovered from it, and you might just possibly feel a little bit of gratitude and a little bit of desire to put something back and help to do some good to these people. I've had a little bit to do with them over the last dozen years or so. Totally legit, and you can give online through the Charities Aid Foundation via the website, or send a cheque, which is what I'm about to do.